Hello. The latest information gathered from Israel-Iran conflict as it hits day 9 and 10 is that the US has seemingly joined the war in support of Israel. So the US announced that its forces struck 3 nuclear sites in what they called very successful attack, adding that the heavily fortified Fordo nuclear facility in Iran, where nuclear fuel is purified, and also another place called Natanz, which is Iran's main uranium enrichment site, and also another place called Isfahan, which is the site that Iran uses to convert uranium, were hit. So according to the US, all those 3 sites have been bombed, destroyed, and gone. And the US added that after the bombing, now the planes are back safely to the US, and now it is time for peace. Now, Iran, however, seems to be one step ahead. They responded immediately and made it look like a game of chess by saying that the US just bombed empty mountains because Iran had evacuated the 3 sites of Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo, and the enriched uranium reserves and other very sensitive and crucial materials that are significant in their nuclear projects had been transferred from those nuclear centers so many days ago, and there is no more nuclear materials left there. So because of that, Iran says that nothing harmful was left there that can cause danger of radiation to the population or the surrounding environment. And Iran also says that they already knew that the 2 weeks window that the US leadership gave in order to decide as to whether to join Israel in this war was just a mere trick to distract Iran from understanding that those places could be hit much sooner. So they had to act fast before it really happened. So earlier on, as usual, Iran had launched missiles which hit a number of places across Israel, hitting again several parts of Tel Aviv, again bringing down the entire Israel's stock market building, destroyed also Interior Ministry building. They destroyed also the entire military hospital where Israeli soldiers were being treated. Iran also hit the city of Haifa. They also hit another city called Be'er Yaakov, and also another place called Nes Zayona. Now, on Sunday morning, just after the US bombing the nuclear sites of Iran, Iran again responded by carrying out a barrage of missile attacks against Israel, with the loud explosions being experienced in the coastal hub of Tel Aviv, Haifa, and also somewhere near the city of Jerusalem, destroying several buildings and injuring around 20 people so far. And it is also believed that Ben Gurion Airport in Israel has been targeted. Now, here are the most probable facts. What the media is currently showing you about the current state of Israel is not exactly the true picture of what is on ground because of strict media censorship in Israel, that any videos and images released are so minimal that cannot show you the full extent of devastations that has occurred in Israel. Now, as it stands, Iran is capable of hitting anyone, anywhere, and anytime in Israel. But they have instead chosen to hit precise, powerful, and limited areas to strike hard, and they are hitting those places with deadly accuracy. And because of this, the cities of Tel Aviv and Haifa have been devastated and being brought down to their knees. Also, a number of dead in Israel could be much bigger because the military hospital which was hit was not empty. It had soldiers, patients, and staff, though information is censored. Iran now claims that they have just used 10% of its full force, citing that they have not even started the real war, since what is going on right now is just a warm-up, since they have not even used their most dangerous missiles. Now, the US leadership just announced that after bombing those nuclear sites in Iran, it's now time for peace. Now, when you try to think outside the box, you find that bombing only those 3 sites in Iran does not necessarily mean that they have finished off everything related to nuclear activities in Iran. No, the US just did that to save Israel from the face of humiliation after Iran bringing Israel to its knees with rare missile attacks that has destabilized the defense systems, command centers, most valued research center, and so on. Now, this war is already bringing division back in US and Israel. Because when the US leadership was asked about its own US intelligence claiming that Iran does not have any sign or evidence of nuclear weapon, the US leadership instead called it a lie. showing disagreement and distrust between the US leadership and its own intelligence chief. Now, the US citizens, on the other hand, also expressed distrust and betrayal with the current administration, which promised its people of no war, America first, causing further split in something called the MAGA movement, Make America Great Again. Now, currently, there is chaos and confusion within the US leadership since what they have just done in Iran is unconstitutional. Now, Israel's own media has started criticizing its own country leadership, saying that that plan to change the regime in Iran has led to unimaginable damages and destruction across Israel. And therefore, its own media is urging the country's leadership to abandon that Iran's regime change madness because it has instead turned catastrophic. According to Israel media, Iran's capture of Israeli spies inside Iran shows that Israel was being probably fed with false intelligence, which resulted into striking fake military targets, like the fake cardboard missile launchers which were placed around Iran for Israel to hit. And that is why Iran is still comfortably hitting Israel back to its knees. Now, the world is also watching the horrific war against Palestinians caused by Israel, where thousands of Palestinian children are facing starvation due to what is known as Israel's inhumane and illegal war policies. And now, Israel is currently at war with Iran, which has dragged the US into this war. Iran has, however, warned that this is Iran and we are Iranian. Watch out and see. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exclusive information beyond this. Till next time, bye-bye.